Moin moin. Good morning everyone. Welcome to day 3 of Advent of Code. Just gonna hop right into it. Let's see, what do you have? With the Toboggan login problem resolved, you set off towards the airport. While travel by Toboggan might be easy, it's certainly not safe. There's very minimal steering and the area is covered in trees. You'll need to see which angles will take you near the fewest trees. What? Due to the local geology, trees in this area only ever grow in exact integer coordinates in a grid. You'll make a map, the open squares and trees. These aren't the only trees though, due to some you read about once involving the same pattern repeats to the right many times. You start on the bottom open square. Sorry, you start on the open square in the top left corner. Well, there, you need to reach the bottom, below the bottommost row in your map. The Toboggan can only follow a specific slope. You opted for a cheaper model that prefers a rational number, so that is A divided by B. You start by counting all the trees you would encounter from the slope 3 right down 1. Okay, so not even intersections, Jesus. Wait, really? Starting on the top left corner of your map and follow a slope of right down? That's easy. Okay. That is strange. It might just be me. Okay, so we need to parse this into... Well, it's relatively easy. I expected something like find the slope that gives you the least collisions, because there's a finite amount of slopes possible, because the pattern repeats after, like, what is it, the width over height or something like that, or maybe the other way around. Like, that's like sorry, like if you would start at this spot, like how many extra squares would you encounter, basically? Actually, no, it can be depending on how much you go right. So, in theory, that's not exactly the way that would work. But still, you can determine from the angle how many repetitions you need. So for 3 down, right 1, from starting here, you can see you only need like 1, 2, 3, 4 repetitions or so. Wow, well done there, Baz. Anyway, let's first start with reading it in. Include fstream. Include stdio. No. Is it stdio? I never remember these. It's the standard IO. There we go. Is that a .h? No, it can't be, right? It really doesn't like opening the older ones for some reason. Oh, it's IO stream. Sure. I'll just copy this and remove what I don't need. I just told it to let me edit the table and boom, dead. Nice. Don't do that. Into main. Let's just grab 22 because I don't care. We need an if stream. This will just be parsing every single line string-wise. And it'll be 22.3. Why are you complaining? I didn't. Oh yeah. Same namespace std. It's gonna be string. We're gonna parse it into a string, and then we'll parse every single. Well, I should. Can I just hard code that? I can just hard code the width, basically. How can I make 2-dimensional arrays in CPP 2D array? Is that just what I would expect it to be? Just fair? I think it's fairly simple. Yeah, so it's just that. So, what would it be? Char? Well, we can just make it an int, just 1 and 0. So we'll do boolean, I guess. Boolean. It's bool. Map. I know in theory a vector would be better here. Yeah. Let me quickly check my inputs. I'm gonna guess it's probably fairly... Yeah, it's just very long, which means that it'll do a lot of iterations, but it'll be easy to just get the length and height from this. I'm just gonna hard code it. That's sloppy. No, wait. They're gonna ask you to not hard code it in the second part, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, we've got 11 heights. So we have 11 y coordinates. And we have 1, 2, 3. I think it's 10 or so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, it's 11 as well. It's a square? Is it a square? I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11 by 11. All right. Cool, did it again. Well, maybe don't use that. So, basically what we do here, right? So yeah, input is open. Don't even need to do in theory. String x, and then we do for const char. Oh, what the hell? See x. Oh wait, actually, I kind of need a for loop, I guess. Fine. Int line int row and call. Let's do that. Call. If C equals a hash, then map row call equals 1 because it's a tree, else map row call equals 0, and then we just do a column, and then we do a row, and then we just do is there an easy way to do this? Wait, how can you... I know there must be a way you can iterate over both dimensions of an array, right? So what would I do? Would I do like... Could this work? There is a colon there. Huh, is there an easy way to print this? Come on, tell me. There must be. That's lazy. I don't want to do that. Come on, there has to be a for each, right? Bah. I don't like that. Fine. Yeah, if you know it, I wouldn't mind. I'm really annoyed you can't just do this. Maybe if it's a cons, actually, it'll work. I think you're allowed to do it with constant instant. No, oh yeah, there we go. We can do it with constants. I'm pretty sure it's like CPP loop over 2D array. For int entry and entries. Oh, so yeah, so that works. Or like tree. But technically, of course, it's a bool, sure. But there's... I'm pretty sure I don't wanna... Yeah, so this works. But that's really weird. Okay, huh. I'm gonna reassign it. That doesn't want to do that, right? Let's do R. What? Unhandled exception? Stack cookie information detect a stack-based buffer overrun. Okay. Yeah, that's not right. The hell is going on here? So it seems to be doing this correctly, but for some reason it spits out these things in between. What the hell is that? And then I got a Stack Overflow. Hey there, Marvin. What are they saying here? Auto element per row. Yeah. Time to debug. No, I can do this in a lazy way, and I'm just gonna do that. Line break? I don't want line breaks. I want the same row to be printed out. If you have an idea, I'm free to hear it, but it's not the most relevant. I'm just doing this in the second loop because I want to make sure I print it correctly, but I can now just do count. Maybe you just stumbled over the line breaks was my thought. Yeah, I don't think it would, because in theory, count is just an input stream, and the end line is the endl. Height, width. No, wait, it's the other way around, right? I need to make sure to do that right. Yeah, so it's row and column. So this is width, and this is height. Just do it XY. It's always what I should do. Yes, I know it's not the best way, but yeah. So if this doesn't work either, then it's some weird issue, but I'm not entirely sure what it could be. Yep, same thing again. No, it's a different one. Access violation, reading location, something, something. What? What? How is it giving me an you're not allowed to read that? Weddings behind I and J. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's in string though. Okay, let's first check these two. So these should be 11 both. It's errors before that even? Where's my stack trace? Oh, I'm not doing it in debug mode. Let's actually do that. I think that might be not so great as well. There we go. But where's my read access violation? Oh, is the file wrong? Wait, did I save the file? 23.txt. Yeah, it's saved. Of course that won't work. What the hell? Yeah, so it is printing it proper. So it can do that fine. Pnex was something like that. What is this? Where? So, okay, am I just being stupid? Where's my stack trace? Call stack, there we go. I want to go to where's the last one in my... Wow, getline... Oh, did I do something wrong there? Is that not supposed to be a string? No, it is. Input if stream... What the hell? I just saved the file from day one as this and just call it input. Yeah, there's a reason why I have these folders for that. But what the hell is going on here? It's open. It is the right file, right? Input 22, 2023.txt. Have a nice short sleep, Nitro. Wait, what? What do you mean have a nice short sleep? Is it this for constant character C and X? But it's breaking on line 24. But it's breaking after having printed everything? Let me check the last line. No, it has like 2 more lines to go. Right? It's hash dot hash hash. Hash dot hash hash here. So how is it breaking on the extra lines? What the hell is going on? Zero to 11? What do you mean 0 to 11? Like it, what is call? Can I not hover over that and see what's going on? How long is each line? It's 11 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's easy watch. Okay, the calculations you're doing are easy. I don't I'm not going to say anything about 1, 2. Oh, it doesn't allow me to do that. It should add with 3 full stops. It adds with 3. It ends with 3 full stops. Yeah, Bass, I'm not gonna be responsible for IO mockery because I'm not experienced enough in CPP. Wait, here, look, calls plus. I see my error. I'm being stupid. You guys didn't see that. There we go. Just don't think about it. I don't want the end all there, thank you. There we go. So this is our thinking 011. That's great, because here I'll also do my logic while we're at it. Let's see. So we got given an angle already, which is 3 right down 1. So in angle in the X is 3, and angle Y is 1. So I assume we don't count the spot we start from. That's important. So we then have a position. Can I do this? Oh yeah, I don't actually need to do that. I know there's a way to actually make a race. I was looking at it like a second ago. Oh, it's brackets. At least I don't have to go, what would I do then? Int x equals new int, fucking Java, man, I hate it. Wait, that works? No, I would be very surprised. Fucking Java, man. Such a garbage language. Anyway, so I actually don't need to loop over this, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just gonna ignore that. So you would, at the end, what do they do? Yeah, so you know... so you're gonna continue on until position, your x coordinate, which is position 1, 0, equals the heights. Sorry, the y, so it's 1. Until that equals the heights. Should be -1. Yeah, because if it's height, -1, right? Because we do a jump, we then calculate it as a tree, and then we do this check. Yeah. So first thing we do is we do position 0 goes plus equal angle x. Position 1 goes plus equals angle y. And we do int trees equals 0. And we need to do modulo here so we can actually keep jumping through it. So we do if map position 0 position 1 equals 1. Actually, no, it's way easier. We just do trees plus equals this. And now we need to make sure this goes modulo, so we do it modulo, this is width, and this goes modulo heights. Modulo heights. And then we just count trees. Hey there, hamster. Did you give me, what was it? 0? No. It should be 7. Oh, he started 1, 1. Actually. Wait, no. 0, 0. That should be fine. Right? Yeah, so here you see, it goes 1, 2, 3. And then it goes down. So it doesn't go 1, 2, 3. No, but it should be 0 plus 3, so it's, you know, which is the 4th index, so that should be fine. Am I doing this right? Row, column. That counting works fine. Map, yada yada yada. They should work though. What am I doing wrong here? It at least quits properly. Oh. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, got them. Wonder it didn't work. You fool. 7. It's 2. Okay, that's not right. What do you mean, why is it looping vertically? Because we end when we get to the bottom row. That seems to be fine. Why do you have modulo height? Because it's x. Oh yeah, that actually doesn't matter. That won't matter though. It will change nothing. Because, okay, that shouldn't have changed anything. Oh wait, no, because modulo 11 will be 0. That's fine. Does it need to be width plus? I think it needs to be width minus 1. No, wait, was it plus 1? I'm not entirely sure here. Mostly random crap. That was not something I should have done anyway. Well, get rid of that. So if it's... Because our system goes from 0 to 10, so if it hits 11, it should go back to 0. Yeah, that makes sense. So why is it not working? Well, I want to count what's here anyway, that's for sure. Zero, 0, yeah, so that's one's wrong, for example. Because the second one should be a... Sorry, the second one should be a tree. Which is 6, 2. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is your input correct? I'm pretty sure we actually made it print the input before, but that's a fine thing to check. I did a short sanity check before, but of course it could have been, you know, bad. How do you know where you start? That's given to you. We start at top left. Yada, yada, yada. You start on the open square, top left, and need to reach the bottom. And the first jump doesn't count, because it shows here every single jump you make in the position you have. So here we go. 0, 1, 2, 3. Wait. So we have our... we don't need these anymore. If I take my inputs... Is it flipped? That might be... Wait, but I'm printing column row. Yes, yes. Yes, I am stupid, you know? There we go. There we go. The only thing I need to do is figure out what the width and height of this is. So the height is 323. And the width is How many characters is that? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 31. Yeah, that's gonna break because I didn't get that right. It's 31. So in theory, it shouldn't matter, right? $299. Let's see if that's correct. Wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Yeah, that is the right answer. Hey, let's see. Part 2. Check the rest of the slope to minimize the probability of a certain arboreal stop. Determine the following numbers of tree you would encounter if for each of the following slopes, so that the top left and traverse all the way to the bottom. The slope will find 2, 7, 3, 4, and 2. Okay. So we'll just use different slopes. Why is setting height and width? Because you can't dynamically allocate arrays in CPP. I'm just gonna remove this because I probably won't need it anymore. We can just go save it. Let me just go. Yeah, there we go. We go back to our. What the? Why is it missing? Oh, there we go. Just back to the original example. I haven't touched CP since my first year in uni. I don't blame you. So we just do a fairly simple thing. Int bind trees. You just make it a function. Do I give a shit about proper programming? Not really. What is it complaining about here? Back to the brackets? What? Or was it? No. It's this way, right? Pretty sure this is how you pass. What? Oh, it's because of that. Go away. No, wait. I know I did this before. Oh, yeah, so it does go after the name. Wasn't it? It should be a two-dimensional one. So just copy this. Wait, put it in here. What? An array may not have elements of this type? The hell are you on about? Let me just remove angle X and angle Y. Should be what 3,1. Error type map. What? What the hell? I know it's a reference, so that should be fine, right? What? Why does it... Why do I have to do that? What? Why does that work? That makes no sense. Anyway, just a sanity check. So why is it complaining about this? Oh, yeah, it's bool int. Yeah, that's fine. It's not relevant. Now it should give me the same results. That is, in fact, not the same results. Does anything get not reset properly here? Oh yeah, it's because this isn't set properly again. Because there should be 11 both here. It should give me 7. It does. And now we just need to do all the other angles. And then we just multiply them together. Can I do this? I can't do it, right? Yeah. That should be fine. So what is it? 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 7, 1, and 1, 2. Which is 3, 3, 6, which is, I'm pretty sure, the correct answer. What the? Stop doing this. 31. There we go. And then we run it. Is that an overflow? I think that's an overflow. What is it? Long? I multiplied it in Google. What a guy. I mean, if it works, it works. Because I do agree that it is a bit annoying if it overflows all the time. Oh, fuck. It does. It can't. Oh, that's a double long. So that was long, right? Go to long ranch. That's what we do. No, I know. Python doesn't overflow though. What is CPP large int? Because how large you can do 64, right? Which is yeah, long. We'll have a target of at least 64 bits. No, fuck. Let's make it an unsigned long. Arithmetic overflow. Wait, what? Is it because some of these are... Is it like storing intermediate results or something? And there we go. I am not sure if this is correct because of the overflow issues. That's not the right answer. It's too high. Mine was like 12 digits. Yeah, this is something like that as well. Well, we can just do... We can fairly easily just do a count for every single one of them and multiply what you think Google. Just the lazy way. Because I agree with the can't be arsed thing. So it's 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 7, 1, 1, 2. Let me just make sure we actually did get that right. 1, 1. Right 3, down 1. It's always XY, right? Yeah, it's 3, 1. 3, 1, 5, 1, 7, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, that is no way that is the result before, yeah. How the hell did it get it so wrong? That's too high? What? Am I doing this right? 68, 99, yeah, 38. The 3-1 answer is still correct, by the way. But that's also not a huge value. This is what... Yeah, it's like... I bet you're doing 1-2 wrong. I think I am. But it gave the correct result before, which is why I'm a bit unsure. You know what, let me... Or you suck at multiplying. I highly doubt that. It's possible, though. I'm just gonna do it intermediate to see if that makes any difference, because I would prefer to not have to go to Google all the time. I'll run it through... I'll run it through the original example again. I really hate that when you like your... the example stuff works, and then the stuff you do, it doesn't work. What? 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Is it because it's unsigned? Is that what actually gives the error? But I'm pretty sure this shouldn't overflow on a 64-bit number. Yeah, we still get it though. What the hell? I do not know. Unsigned is it gives you an extra bit because it doesn't have a sign bit. Now it works. I guess it was doing bitwise arithmetic without considering if either of them were unsigned or not signed. Yes, there are people who do Advent of Code in Excel. I remember a guy who did every single day last year in it. Now the question though, why is it not working? Because this result is correct. Six, 7, 5, 3, 3, 4. Well, yeah, that's all fine. Two, 7, 3, 4. Okay, let me actually do it with the example, just so we know we actually get the intermediate ones correct as well. Do AFC? Fuck no. 2, 7, 3, 4, 2. See, that's the weird thing. This is correct. 2, 7, 3, 4, and 2. Am I missing a line? Did I miscount the width or something? Let's see what embarrassing stuff I had. Oh, it's on the other monitor. You guys are lucky. Yes, it is light mode Notepad++. Just crucify me. Oh, it actually tells you here how many characters. 32. Jesus fucking Christ, Nitro. Wait, no. First character is 1, right? Yeah, it's 1. That's not the issue. CFusion, because I want to make it an array, and you can't have runtime array calculations, right? Unless I'm wrong. Yeah, so this is not 0. Oh, this is character 1, which is 2. So here it's character 31, line 32. That works fine. So that is fine. Yeah, what the hell is going on? Code result? No, it's not opening because Google did the same thing. And this is obviously correct because it wouldn't give the right answer for the first one otherwise. 0, 0, that gets reset every time. Wait, was it? It was the same. Was it the same angle, right? You start at the top left corner, traverse all the way to the bottom. So yeah, to multiply together the number of trees and count of each listed slopes, and there's 5 numbers. 5, 1, 7, 1, 1, 2. I am confused. You should be able to do. Tell me how, because I don't know. Also, I wouldn't even know how to, like, do that here properly, because you'd still... I don't know if you probably can check the size of the file, though, before you run through it. The same way you do it usually? No. Here. If these weren't constant ints, it would complain. Here. That shouldn't matter, though. Yeah, same value. What the hell, though? You could check the string length when you read and count the number of lines. Yeah, you probably can, but... it doesn't allow me to make runtime array declarations, so I'm not entirely sure how I do it otherwise. Like, if you can send me code, sure. But it works. That's not the issue. I guess I don't really need the declaration here if I just do it here. Well, I guess it's reassigning memory. It doesn't matter. That does not matter. Of course, it's not very initialized. What do you think? So it's all zeros. But no, one of these results is wrong. I think it's the 1, 2 example, but it jumps, reads the value, but if this goes out of bounds, well, I guess I could do that, you know, if I could do the same check here, which I think might matter, and if it's the way break. Sorry, if it's like over or equal to height. Yeah, of course I need to initialize the array. It's still the same values though. Six eight 299 7661138. Just the same number, right? I'm just gonna quickly note these down here so I know to compare them if I need to. 68 299 67 7138. So that's not the issue. In theory, it could be, but yeah, because you start at 0 and you do. There's total 32 characters, and you go plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So yeah. Could be an off by 1 error with the width. No, because it would break way before that then. So yeah, this shouldn't make a difference. So good to keep it in there, but it won't matter. What the hell? I'm kind of stumped. Because the example still works, but it's not uncommon for there to be like a trick there. With like, oh hey, here you know, but you would usually find it in the examples. Oh hey, this example is wrong, but we find the right answer here. Go ahead and tell me. I'm not here to be, you know, to do more work than needed. I'm here to learn. Damn it. Let me check. Yeah, sure. Because the width is correct. It's 31, and there's 31 characters, and because it's 0 indexed, if you hit 31, you want to go back to the first. So that's all fine. It doesn't loop in the Y, and we break here if it's already hits that value. But in theory, if it's already over, it won't do another addition. But it could be that it jumps over in this one here, and it would go to like 32, or sorry, 31, which it wouldn't support because it goes from 0 to 30, inclusive. And then would try, but then it would error out because it would read outside of the array, so that wouldn't work anyway. It's reading it correctly because it gives the last example wrong, and I'm iterating through it in this manner. Shouldn't the while loop be height -1? No, because the height is like not 0 indexed, as it were. So if it's 322, the height is 322, it's still fine. That's the last line. So then it's correct, and I should still check it. And if it's not, then it should error out one line before. So that shouldn't matter. We should, in theory, even get the wrong answer for some of these. It should. So the answer we got is different, but let me think here. If it's height -1, but the last line is still valid. Okay, you know what? We can always try the answer. We might get a 5-minute time, but that's fine. That is the right answer. Okay, why? So something went wrong in my mind there, so that is correct. While height -1. Yeah, so that's correct. I believe you, because of course we get the right answer. But because we wrong tab. Let me think here. Because yeah, this is still fine. Hey there, Euristo. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But now I'm saying. Let's see, I had 11. Mission 0, 0. Yeah, I think my inclusive. Less than or equal was math was wrong there in my mind. Just go from 0 to 10. So if it's 11, sorry, if you're at, no, see that's where it kind of breaks my mind. So you go from 0 to 10, which means that the 10 is still a valid y. But now I'm saying if it's less than, no, I know why. It's because I'm like, I'm stepping over myself here. So what I'm doing is I'm flipping the checks around. That's what I'm doing wrong, I think. Because I could move into an invalid position, and I think it might be reading garbage then. Yeah, I see what I was doing wrong then. Okay. So if I remove this, it should still give me the right answer. Yeah, exactly. I'm jumping over myself there. So I'm doing the check in the wrong. Well, it's the right position, but I had it in the wrong position in my mind, and that's why it went wrong. Yeah, you're checking if it's less than height when you move. If you are already at the left side, you can't. Yeah, exactly. So that was why it was going wrong. That was a stupid logic error. It's also a bit annoying you don't notice that in any of the examples. But I guess they can't account for off by 1 errors everywhere. It was somewhere, like, I was thinking more here, but that wouldn't have mattered at all, because I was thinking, oh, if you loop there, you go back to the top, which you don't want to do, of course. That was stupid. Way more stupid than it should have been. Anyway, are there even any more optimizations? I don't think so. Because you need to check always, you know, height over angle x equals 1. So you need to basically do always height amounts of checks. Is modulo more than minus width? You're meaning you're doing, like, if it's over, you do minus width? Like, you do, yeah, for the wrapper, no, but, like, you do this, basically. Well, we can test that fairly easily. Yours more efficient, don't need to do more if checks. Yeah, that's what I would think as well. Well, the thing is, you do a guaranteed modulo, but I'm pretty sure that there's already an if check built into this, maybe. I prefer modulo for these things, because it means you can just, because you're still keeping track of the real X position that way. And you can still get off by 1 errors, though. But, well, it works. Are there any... Let me just commit this. Oh, well, not like there's much to see here. Alright. What? Pretty sure I said push already, but... Yeah, there we go. From a complexity point of view already, it's O and over... Yeah, exactly. Which as... Like, well, no, you're, Yeah, n over y angle, which is entrance to infinity, means you're doing O-O-N. Basically. I want to check someone else to see if the other people already posted solutions. I know... What, to use that then? What the hell is this, Nix? Day2.mp4.
At the waveform, it seems that the music is a bit...
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's this entire stream that he took down for... Why did he take it down? I don't know why Nix is taking down his streams, but... Using Git like that looks so bothersome. No, it's pretty nice. For some of the work I did for Kaiserreich, I had to check what changes... Like, I did mass changes with the scripts. Maybe Marvin, I'm not sure. So for Kaiserreich, I had to do mass changes, like thousands of small changes in many files, and this was very useful for quickly comparing the diff before committing it, so I could see, okay, are the changes that I think I'm doing actually happening? So I don't think it's bothersome at all. I mean, I just use git diff personally. Well, the thing is, here I can scroll through thousands of files very, very easily. And it's just what I'm used to. It's just like if I want to check stuff inside the repo, it's fairly nice, so I can go for like, okay, what was the file 3 at this commit, for example, stuff like that. If you're not used to the terminal. I've used the terminal before, Stimar. We had to do it for one of my geoscripting courses. Where we had to use Linux for that. So I prefer this one. Use GitHub for Windows. I know my professor does that. And he keeps complaining whenever, like, oh, I can't find this file. I'm like, yeah, because I linked it to releases, not like because when I'm working on my thesis projects, I just push crap all the time. But when I have like an actual functional version that you should use, I put it in the releases as you should. And my professor's like, yeah, I grabbed this random one because I saw you committing. I'm like, yeah, that's broken. Don't use it. It's developing. Anyway, we solved this one. Logic was fairly easy. It doesn't check for branches. I only have one branch. I'm the only one working on that. And yes, in theory, I could use a main branch and a development branch. But I don't really care. Because there's no need for me to really do that. I guess it's proper practice, but since I'm the only one working on it, it doesn't really matter. And like the version that people are going to be using in the end, like once I finally write the goddamn readme for that project, I just link to the releases page and stuff like that. And even better than that, most likely people will actually get it through a download site in ImageJ, where you can just like subscribe to a site, and that pushes all your updates. You get all the new jars from there. So if a new version is uploaded there, it's automatically pushed to everyone using it. I mostly use the IDE integrated Git. I don't mind using that. I know I used it for PyCharm a few times, but can't remind you watching Fujita Pro. So most of that time was just spent struggling with the I/O, which was me goddamn flipping my rows and columns in the input parsing. And that other issue was, oh, a -1 was missing there. It's not like the logic behind it was super easy. I had that down to a T. It was just an off-by-1 error. That's called fudging it up. Don't worry, Baz. You're not a real programmer anyway. So I like the way that ImageJ does its updates. Where you can just grab an update site and it'll tell you everything. Oh look, I need to update stuff. You can manage update sites, so this is the one that my laboratory is using. It's at the chemist. Look, we all know that I'm the real programmer here, not Baz. Yeah, that's what was the. I don't understand. Like, does C++ just not do that? Range errors? Because that was my thinking was. Oh, it can be an off by 1 error because it would start throwing -1 errors. No, I'm done with part 2, Hamster. It was an off by 1 error. What do you mean, how? Yeah, this was the off by 1 error. I had height, not with the -1. See, but we will just look at the memory multiplied by the garbage. Okay. I thought it was a little bit more robust about C. Didn't I tell you about the 0 to 11? Yeah, but the thing is, Gnaffle, I thought about it, and I was like, okay, that could be something. But no, there's no blank line at the end. But it doesn't give me an out of bounds error, which it would have, Gnaffle. That's so in my mind, I threw it out the window. Don't assume it's robust. Yeah. Because you didn't use a vector or something, I think. Yeah, I just used an array. So that with vector you would get that error. What do you think will happen sooner? All arrays will start from 1 in all languages, or America moves to metric? America technically already has moved to metric. It's just up to every single state to implement it in their own time. Ergo, never. I don't remember CP ever giving me an out-of-bounds error. It would always look at the memory and throw garbage. Okay, that's good to keep in mind, though. I learned something today. C++ doesn't check for that. The reason why I'm not using vectors here is because I know the size beforehand fairly well. And arrays are very fast. I know that, like, finding things inside arrays is really, really quick. One thing I wonder, are bools in CPP just... they're for sure still, they should be conservative. Yeah, that's probably true. Considering the seizures language that started races 1 previous to my fellow programs, not gonna happen. Fucking R. I hate R so goddamn much for that. It's so annoying. At least I know I called that off by 1 nearly at the beginning. I don't mind you. How fast was your day, A1A? 16 microseconds? No, wait, 1A. Oh, I don't know. My entire 1A is 16 microseconds. Yeah, I could... Yes, this isn't really the smartest way to do it, but who cares? Here you go. It's in microseconds. Mostly with points, because you can point at the random blocks of memory. The memory doesn't need to have anything assigned to it. If I want to actually do just day 1, so the fastest one is the vectors, and I can just do this. Instead of return, I just do... Oh, it actually can be way, way faster. Oh, and actually, no, this is the same way, so it's fine. Here we go. If it's just day 1, it's basically the same time. Nice. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I just don't give back the day 1 answer here. I think we was very fast for Python. Yeah, like... It's not really any sense in comparing speed, because... I'm working in C++, which is by definition way faster. So it's no use in there. Yeah, Python isn't very fast. Like you're almost an order of magnitude off. In these very small ones, that is. That is 900 microseconds. So yeah, it's about roughly speaking, 10 times as... No, like, it's almost 100 times as slow. But yeah, so this is all not needed, really. Well, this that is. So yeah, timing this is pretty nice. I like it. It's, because you can just do... where was it again? Yeah, you can just do like this. Auto start, auto stop, and then just immediately cast it to Microsoft because I remember the pain that I had with like, oh, how many zeros do I need again? I forgot. So yeah, this whole thing takes... We don't care about iters because I just want to do a very simple, quick one. At least Java doesn't have... Java has other issues. Oh yeah, we don't need to... Oh, it's the one before that. So it's 2 microseconds? Really? Well, I guess it is really, really simple. I couldn't theory, just kind of... So one thing I like about my IDE is that it doesn't put this here yet, and I can go like enter, and it automatically puts the ending one there. At least you don't get eye cancer when looking at the code. Yeah, it's super duper fast because it's extremely simple. Because you're literally doing maybe a few thousand loops. So easy peasy. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here because I want to do a little bit of work before I start my 7 billion humans stream at 3. So that is in about 1.5 hours. What do I need? What I'm gonna do again? Oh yeah, I'm gonna combine numbers. That's very precise, isn't it? 1.6 hours. Potato, potato. I think I need to ask my professor when I can actually start sharing my work because I'm still not. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to at all yet. Short work session. Well, no, I'm gonna continue afterwards, of course. It's just that my intention was to stream in the evening, but it wouldn't work for CFusion because he is it's his Patreon game, and he has class at 9 in my time. He has class because it's his afternoon then, so I'm doing it a bit earlier. Then it's a new session. It doesn't matter. I don't think it does. That's not. Look, I'm a student. I could probably do nothing all day and it would be fine. In fact, next week, Thursday, I am going to be doing nothing all day because I'll be playing Cyberpunk for all of it. I'll be starting the moment the damn game unlocks. Well, I have to download my, download the day 1 patch. If it really, we still don't know. No, Best Buy send out their collector's edition copies early. People already have it. Students are always on the clock, even when they aren't. Yeah, my deadline is in about 4 months, and I'm about halfway. No, I need to start writing more, but I really don't want to, because fuck writing a thesis. It's awful. I already wrote some really wrote some crap about it's really bad stuff. This is all on work I've already published. Oh, I need to change this. I already have more RAM. Look, it's disgusting graphs. Yes, I know. Don't think about it. Look, it's capitals for stuff that I need to do. Look, it's terrible calculations about memory usage. That doesn't... This is awful. This is terrible. Like, this graph it's just disgusting. It's like you have 2 different scales inside it. I probably need to change this to a logarithmic one, but I have to figure out how to fucking do that in here because fucking you know, whatever this method is again, PFG plot or something. Yes, I agree, CFusion. It's extremely bad. So I'm probably gonna make the graphs in Excel and then just fucking re-import them as PDFs because you can do that. And I hate it, but I don't want to write late. Yeah, and me neither. I technically don't have to, so I can still switch back, but my professor prefers it. Anyway, what else do I have here? I've got images, I think. Are they? Yeah, they're the right ones. Look, there's less noise. It's great. The thing is, I do like LaTeX for a few things, like, oh, look. Still no response to my goddamn issue. Thank you. 2nd of November. This is my only response. 24 for some other error. LaTeX, right? Anyway, I like LaTeX for stuff like are you allowed to show the GitHub repo for my other project? I can do it for my first one, but not the second one. This is the one that I've already worked. That's the one that I've worked in already. Can I virtual stack of stacks median? See if this one works. Want to see my beautiful Java? I'm gonna just move it here just to make sure it doesn't load the wrong things. The thing it's like the thing with the work that I'm doing is that it's a lot of how do you say that? It's like work that other people are doing at the same time. I mean, it's a bit weird. What a brave soul. I like logged in with my normal GitHub and I was like, do I need to use like the university GitHub account? And he was like, nah, I don't care. I'm like, fine. To be fair, it connects it to my personal repo. So it's like, it's his repo, but it's my name under it. Which basically means that like it'll be connected to me for longer, which is nice. Let's see, what is it? Oh, hey, I need to remove all of these. Wait, why do I not use these? I should be using these. What was the issue here again? Temporal median. Oh, this is not even mine. This is the other one. This is the one that I need. This is the one that I built some of my work on. Here we go. We don't need you. We don't need these. These are just they literally changed this variable. That was some OOP garbage because I want like where was it? Plugins and config. I want to have multiple options. But it needs to point to a different class. There's no you can't like change in here. You can't call a different like a class with parameters. So I basically have one giant fucking class that just says, oh, here's a constructor for it. It just says like this variable. And based on that, it shows different UI options. It's really fucking bad, but I can't get around it. And I hate it, but that's just the way it works. It's like, where's my setup? Compute min max and input stream. Here we go. So, yeah, here. If type is this, don't show it. This, what do you mean? What do you mean this class looks stupid? I have some really, this is all for parsing the argument strings, which is pretty bad anyway. There's a lot of things I could probably do better here, but like the issue is no one in my group does programming properly. So no one can like look at it and say this is bad. I have to do everything myself. We have locally hosted Git and work accounts. Yeah, the university has their own GitLab server. And I was kind of surprised that this was hosted on GitHub. I don't know why, but I guess so. I guess if he ever wants to move to another university, he could take it with him or something. Because we used that Git lab for the other courses we had. God, I still have the R code for that somewhere. It was awful. Actually find that. I don't think I know I've downloaded it because I was happy to have it back. Code 2017. Oh no. Oh, that's just the Advent of Code from what's his name? From Dennis. Oh yeah, here we go. So we had to make team names for that geoscripting course, and my team name was Erase Start at 1. It's just it's really bad. When I did a team programming project, nobody corrected each other's code unless it was broken. People can be fucked to fix other people's ugly code. Yeah, fair enough, but it's not about. I don't need them to fail. To fail them. Sorry, like tell them it was what was broken or fixed, but it's like how to do something better. Your comment messages are the shit, by which I mean shit. I wonder why you'd say that, Baz. Why would you say that, Baz? I know they're extremely bad. This is some of the ones he's talking about. They're not that bad. They could be worse. Like, no one else is reading this crap besides you. Oh, the Advent of Code ones. Oh, those are fine. What's wrong with those? What do you mean is bad about this? Look, it's... None of it is the same. It's great. I love it. 1/20/20, Day 2, 2017-10. I swear I'm done with it. Oh, nice. So we have Day 2 with a capital and a space, and then Day 3 without. That's wonderful. But yeah, our minor fix. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of things I would do here were also like minor fixes. Like, for example, changing get integer from like .get. Stuff like that. But actually, using this gives me a what? 20%? Gave me a 20% in performance boost. That was pretty interesting. The fucking like type systems in ImageJ are so awful. Like, I had to do crap like this. Oh, just convert it to any of these. Look at this guy using slightly unified syntax for his Advent of Code. Please. I'm not a professional here. Wait, what is my U? Oh yeah. TXN's real type, UXX integer type, because we might need to change it from a T type to a U type. We have to do an unchecked cast, by the way, which I know works, but I fucking hate it to do it anyway, because that's just the way this works. Is I know that like this type conforms to integer type, but maybe we should do pull request to fix Nitro's code. This one is actually public. That would be really cruel. Here, he fixed one typo. Comment, changed a bit of white space. Changed the variable name. My multi-threading is so bad as well. I really should... Well, this should really be final, that's for sure. Not that it really matters. Added sensible. Read at the. I know you can redo some things with previous comments, but I'm not sure how that would work even. Some of this stuff is extremely bad though. So many comments. Yes, I know. Uncle Bob would be mad. We wrote entire project so it works. No, it works. I know that. Deleted reboot to save you. Well, thankfully you can't do that. Well, I guess you... Well, you can with no write access at least. Yeah, Marvin. It's because, like, my professor knows nothing of programming. So I need to make sure he kind of understands what's going on. Although, I'm pretty sure I would still have to explain things like this. Also, this should not be get real float. Oh, no. So the reason why I have to do this is because, actually, shouldn't that be get real int? Yeah, this should be get integer, actually. Hey, look, it's a fix. It wouldn't have mattered, by the way. I thought I removed all these, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. The performance overhead for that is minimal. That sounds painful. Yes, it is. Yes, it very much is. So at least I can run this directly from my IDE with, well, it's a bit of a mess. Let's close you. So the thing is, this main method is not called from ImageJ. It calls the class directly, which is why I have to give it that class path. Oh yeah, I made this to test the checking of keywords. That space was there intentional. There, can you do it? I might need to comment this as well. There we go. Look, it's actually I guess I can show you guys what I'm doing here. In theory. Let me actually build this real quick. And show you what I'm doing. Because I can't really do that from here. Because it's really weird crap with the ImageJ implementation that I'm using. Where if I'm running from the IDE, I can't access anything extra. Like, I can't do anything. Like, I'm literally anything will just error out. I'll show it to you in a second, but like, you want to change the thresholds, the way it's displayed, it just breaks. I do not know why, but it's not an issue because it only happens when I'm running it from inside the IDE. Yeah, so if we go here and we run it again. And I go to like adjust, and the auto creature says, nope, a dataset's required but not exists. Or if I want to do, like, do the brightness count, just gives this. Thank you. Very cool. Anyway, I can go here. The comment how reminds me of a project I was working with my manager. He would have more comments and code in the files he gave me. It depends on what it is, because, like, some of the stuff I do here, like, it could be pretty unclear. Like, what does it do? Like, so it's a bit... it could be a bit frustrating. Let's see. Fast sample median. We first need to open the correct file. Do I have it nearby? No, I don't. Just open the correct file. Should be here. Test images. Large stack. There we go. So this is a super resolution microscopy image, which what does it do should rarely be a comment. Yeah, exactly. My professor doesn't know anything. That's the issue. Can it actually open the image? That would be kind of nice. It doesn't seem to be doing it. That is very cool. Do I have it anywhere else that I could test it quickly? These are just test stacks with different bits. What the hell? Why is it not working? We just commented 60% of the code. What the hell? What? Why would you do that? Anyway, I can open another file, like a smaller substack, I guess. So I think it's just, let's do something with this. So this doesn't want to... Okay, now it wants to open. That's not the one I want to use. It's a bit weird. It is this one, though. I'm not sure what it's doing and why it's not opening it. Oh no, I know a way to open it for sure. Here we go. Thesis, ImageJ, test images, large stack. There we go. I think this one always works. Come on. This is the one I want to show you, damn it. It doesn't work in Paint.net despite it having the icon there. No, that... Yeah, no wonder it doesn't work. Oh, damn it, I don't want to... Like, this is really goddamn annoying. Yeah, ImageJ is a bit weird sometimes with this. Let me just move you. Drag and drop. Doesn't want to work. Because the comment code still works but isn't used in the current version. Alright, fuck it. There's another way to do this, but it's really annoying. So you can actually select files and run. So I just need to select it this way. It's annoying because I don't like doing this. No, not, yeah, desktop. Yeah, where is it? Thesis 2020. ImageJ, test images, large stack. There we go. You selected large. There we go. So that's the file. Now it's processed. So we have 20,000 frames of dots. And they're using Thunderstorm. I can analyze this and just click OK. And I should in theory Oh, it's actually doing 3D already. Oh, so you can actually, it'll show you... Yeah, so that doesn't work. It should not have 3D set on. I'm not sure why it actually did. So we turn 3D off. There we go. And that should all work. That's basically what it does. Databricks doesn't have... Wait, it doesn't have version control? Jesus Christ. So this is what this is what I'm doing. Basically, we take these kinds of measurements in super resolution, so all these dots, and we combine them into a higher resolution image. So we go from 64 by 64 to 320 by 320. So it is generally a higher resolution, because if you know that two localizations are like, we take a Gaussian here, which means we can get a subpixel localization. Because we know that it has to be a Gaussian, basically. That's just the way it works. Oh, now it opens it. Yeah, that's not right. I don't know. Something is going on there. You have to do some GitHub integration to add version control. Basically, you have to do some jank to get it to work, and we're fucked to figure it out. That sounds genuinely awful. Like, at that point, just do, like, weekly backups to a drive. So you have, like, the version that for every single day or something. Like, at the end of the day, do that. So you, at most, would lose a day of work. Anyway, this is the TLDR of what I'm doing for my thesis. Once I'm actually done, I might do a presentation on stream of how it works. See, now, okay, it just takes ages for it to open. We made clones for the new versions, yeah. I think something's going wrong with image shaded localization. But yeah, so what you can basically use this for to get higher resolution images. I don't know what these are. I think these might be computer generated. But the TLDR of this application is that you can do sub-nanometer localization with this. So sorry, sub 200 nanometer localization. So I can't image DNA with this, but I could discern 2 strands of DNA that have fluorophores attached to them, like things that give off light, basically. So what we could do, for example, if we have microtubuli in a cell, we could stain them with a connector, a protein antibody that connects to a fluorophore with another antibody on it, and then they blink in and out when they connect, because otherwise they move around too fast for you to actually see them. Yeah, I can imagine how this... I also like how it's now opening all of these sequentially. It's great. So that's very roughly what I do. The only other thing that I hate about this project is the memory management I have to do, where I have to do some really awful things where I need to check for what slices I have and what I don't have. So if a file is too large to fit into a RAM, it has to load what it can, which makes some really awful crap. Oh yeah, and this is the conversion one. I hate this so much. This line is my bane here. Image management sounds like a massive pain in the ass. It is. It really is. It's because ImageJ2, the API that I'm using here, it supports more data than more types than you think it would. So I want to make sure I support everything, but the method that I'm using only works with integer values, not with float values. Most images will have their floats just integer values with a .0 at the end. But there's a chance that someone, somewhere, for some goddamn reason, makes like actual float values, and this way I can deal with them. There are some really, really dumb things in here, but hey, if it works, it works. I also had to make my own version of the Substack Maker, purely because this variable was not public. That was that's literally the only thing I changed about it, making this variable public. That was the only thing I did. so annoyed by it. And they changed it, but it still doesn't really work all that well. Yeah, that's really fun. That was great. Struggling how to, because I wanted to delete ranges of slices, like frames, in my image video, and I just couldn't do it because they didn't expose it to the script version. Because normally you would open a UI where you could check the delete box, but I don't want to open UIs. I know what I want to do, and there's actually a lot of that in this whole project, where you have to interface with things that are kind of only meant to be done with a UI. In the example that I can show you, I worked with thresholding. So just do a bit mask, where you discard every pixel that is below a certain value. And there's a very easy way to do that, but it's not exposed to like Java code. So I have to do it in some workaround garbage way just to make sure I don't get a huge UI pop-up for the user. Because the value that I'm calculating is like, I'm calculating it. There's no need for the user to set anything. I had a problem once where the package for the code written for Python 3 used Python 2 syntax, so it wouldn't work for either 2 or 3. What? The code was written for Python 3, but it used Python 2 syntax. What? But converting from Python 2 to 3 isn't that hard, right? It's a lot of like, just add a few brackets. But I don't remember exactly. Oh yeah, this is what I tried. This is supposedly the new way, and it doesn't work. There's also a lot of reference garbage in here. Like, what these actually mean isn't clear from the code. I have to kind of add more commenting here. But the whole reason is so I don't lose, like, this information, like the scale bar, for example. Because if I take the wrong reference in one position, it just breaks. It just doesn't work anymore. There's some really, really dumb crap in here. Oh well, it has a few benefits, this thing, though. It can concatenate files. If you have like 100,000 files that are one frame, it'll just pack them all together into a single file. I should actually test that if I could work with single frames, so I think it does. Anyway, I spent way too much time on this. I'm gonna do a bit of work on my other project, and I'll be back with 7 billion humans. Alright, cheers.